Hello everyone, this is Zoltar and welcome back to Galactic Civilizations 3. Turns out our colony ship had just a little bit of extra movement, so he's going to go ahead and pop on over here. Grab this first colony for us that we're establishing out here. Very nice indeed. And that colony is plagued by thunderstorms, it looks like. So, the planet is going through a period of heavy thunderstorm activity. This is affecting some ancient ruins near your colony, energizing what was thought to be inert stone, revealing it to be a powerful alien artifact capable of channeling the tremendous energy. Sometimes this energy is channeled into the bodies of anyone standing nearby, with predictably messy consequences. Studying these ruins could prove incredibly valuable, although also dangerous to anyone who has to do it. What are your orders? Well, we can either be benevolent and say nobody sacrifices their lives. We could be malevolent and get a ridiculous boost to research, but a pretty hefty nerf to approval, or we could be pragmatic and get a boost to research with a slight cost of manufacturing. Let's see. I think we'll stick to our benevolent. We've been benevolent the whole campaign as much as we can be, even though we ended up with a pragmatic point earlier, probably from some ridiculous thing I did, but we won't worry about it. Let's just stick to benevolent for now. And just get our small boost to research. So we have harmony crystals out here. +2 level to approval. Okay. And then out here we have a natural wonder for tourism and influence. That's nice. And over here we have our rare earth metals for research or manufacturing. I am tempted then to just drop some factories out here for the time being. Just like bam, bam, factories all set up, good to go. And I'm kind of curious, if I put a research lab here, okay, it's level 3. If I put it here, it's level 0. So this doesn't affect any tile next to it, just the tile directly under. I wanted to be sure of that, that's what I thought, but I wanted to make 100% sure. And then finally, it looks like our third fleet has a little exploration to do. It has found yet another world, which has a lot of potential for research. 2 of them, in fact. No, just one. This is thulium, and it was just... the tooltip was being a liar. It's fine. Tooltips do that sometimes. And we have one more idle ship. Our little 2-vision constructor out here, which needs to go ahead and get some antimatter production available for us. I don't think we need to get it into any better position. It should be fine right there. So let's go ahead and just get that starbase constructed. Get that mining ring built. There we go. So we've got access to, 3 durantium, and next turn 2 antimatter. Should be good. Oh, we could have moved it just a little bit more and gotten a little more durantium. Oh, that was a mistake. I doubt I can even move this thing. I think it has to stick here, unfortunately. Oh, well. We're missing 1 durantium. My bad. Another incoming message from another civilization. All right. Well, we will not say your return is unwelcome. The Dringent Empire has become particularly difficult to manage in your absence. However, we're not interested in exchanging one oppressive empire for another. We will consider leaving you in peace for now. Well, these are getting steadily less excited about the fact that we've come home. So, I guess that should be expected. Our goal is to liberate Earth, nothing more. That's what we'll stick to for now. Should be just fine. Alright, let's see. Keep poking about down here. What do we got here? Reduced defense systems, reduced moves, and sensors. Okay, well, hopefully nothing is on this very edge here. So we'll stop exploring that direction, and we'll just come up this way. Our scout fleet can continue this direction. The first fleet can, I guess, pop out this way. Alright, we're starting to find some serious Drengen fleets out here. We've got a little assault ship, which is not a big deal, but then we've got these guys coming in, which we're going to need to put a stop to. So, do they have a transport with them? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I'm not seeing one. So we'll go ahead and grab this Paradise. Powerful drug colonizing event. The flowers of a specific plant on this planet are a powerful intoxicant when ground up or smoked or inserted various places. Okay. The drug provides an intense feeling of contentment to all those who consume it, although in a few cases people have been content to walk directly into powerful machinery. What are your orders? Well, I think we'll stick to our benevolent thing, which apparently is to let them do what they want, but deal with them when it starts causing problems, and put up railings so people don't get too ridiculous. And let's see. Give them a drug to make them work harder is the malevolent thing. I actually don't mind that too much. But I think we'll stick to the approval bonus. That's been pretty standard for what we've been doing. We'll just keep going with it. All right. If I put a hospital here, nope. I think this is just an approval bonus. Approval and wealth for there. If I put a hospital here, it's +3 to population. So can I put a... I can put a hospital here. What if I put a farm here? It's the same deal. Like both of them start at level 3. I'm really tempted to just plan on dropping a hospital there. That could work out really well, actually. We have 5 food, 2.5 population right now. Okay, so if I'm doing that, then maybe I could make this... actually make this kind of a factory region. Do something like factory, 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 solar power plant. Just get a lot of production going. Maybe not worry about research so much on this planet. Just have it be a general strong producing planet again. Another idle ship. All right, get up here. Oh, come on. You had 1 move left. Seriously, that's how we're going to work? And our ideology. Well, a fully loaded colony ship sounds kind of nice. So I think we might just start with pioneering this time. Another option is to go ahead and head toward elevated again to go for the elevation foundation achievement. I could also head toward eminence and start putting up missionary centers in as many places as I can manage. But I kind of like the idea. I don't know. Maybe I can afford to wait on the colony ship. Maybe I just go for one of these 2 things now. It'll still take a long time for these to add up completely. But I like the idea of we already have a lot of planets. If we can start getting missionary centers down on all of them, then we can start raking in a larger number of points total eventually. So I think I'll start with this and maybe move to the colony ship later. I think I like that. Let's do it. If only I had started with a benevolent point instead of a pragmatic point. On the other hand, I'd have far less constructors, so details. Ooh, 25% toward precision manufacturing. I'll take it, considering that's a rather high-level research for us. Let's see, what other artifacts were in this area? I guess you can just start sweeping back around, kind of clean through this area. That should be fine. And our second fleet has some exploring to do. I think we actually won't worry about whatever's back here. We'll just come up this direction. Where's our constructor fleet? Can start poking around this way. Nothing still. Alright. That's how we gotta be. That's how we gotta be. I kind of want to push this starbase out as far as I can manage. Which I guess is 1 more tile. I don't know if I can establish a starbase in a gas cloud. It's an interesting question. And we have another constructor. He was going to establish maybe some Durantium for me again. I think he could also just explore a little bit through right here and make sure there's nothing of interest before we do that, though. Alright, intern. The fleet's coming for us. I really want to catch up to these guys. Hope that we win this battle. Sheesh. This is a bit ridiculous. We did. The Crusader is still the Crusader. He gets a lot of work done, apparently. I mean, he does have 240 beam weapon attack, right? And none of these guys seem to have any amount of shielding whatsoever, which seems to help out. Okay. Well then, Constructor, do your thing. Oh, we found a ship graveyard. Good job, Constructor. You actually did something useful. Now I think you'll back off and just get this Durantium for us. Okay. More dead planets, not so interesting. More artifacts, interesting though. Survey ship, go ahead and head this way first. Then you'll swing back around. I always want more survey ships than I have. Maybe I should just start each game from now on, just like buying a survey ship. I have a lot of money sitting around. I could have just done that. Something to think about in the future, if it would be worth it or not. I have to protect the survey ships to make them valuable, but it feels like the equivalent of going... kind of the equivalent of going scout first in Civ 5. It's a little bit hard to draw absolute conclusions at this point. Ooh, barely habitable active core world. That's interesting. Okay. A little bit different from going scout first in Civ 5, but same basic principle of, well, I kind of just want more goody huts at the end of the day. An aquatic world. Huh. Okay. A paradise, but an aquatic world with bad amounts of production. And there's just so many planets to take over. I'm not against it, it's just interesting. And our constructor, what do we want him to do? I guess he can go ahead and just pop down a starbase right about where he is now. Bam. And you will go ahead and, I think, build a xenoarchaeology lab. Well, I was hoping that motorcycle was gone. Hopefully you guys can't hear it. On the other hand, it sounds to me like it really wants to be heard. It usually does. Kind of annoying. And unfortunately, we're just in that season right now where he's going to be doing that the entire time. Don't blow up my transports. All right, thank you. Thank you for not blowing up my transports. Unfortunately, we can't have you hanging out here, so get out. Thank you very much. Okay. Constructor, you get back here. Let's see. Position right there. And let's just grab up this Durantium. I haven't actually used strategic resources very often. I keep making sure I secure them. I need to actually start using them at some point, because I keep sitting here thinking, but what if I need it later? And then I just never do anything, and what's the point in that? I should just start using them a bit more aggressively. When I see a use for it, I'm just going to go for it, I think, next time. Found some Illyrium, which we could go ahead and secure, because we don't have any of that yet. Constructors, why don't you stop exploring and start constructing? How does that sound? Let's see, we'll zoom out a little bit. And we've got the world here, Thulium here, Promethean here. Alright, there's enough things for both of you to get something done, so I'll have you split up in just a moment here. Next turn, one of you can head for these two, one of you can head for these two. It'll be good stuff. Oh, and our scout ship seems to have run into a gas cloud. Good job, guys. Alright. Keep poking around. Survey ship. Can't quite grab that artifact yet. There we go. It's interesting trying to keep up with all the different fleets right off the bat. Almost hit the edge of our range and the edge of the known galaxy sector, or whatever you want to call it. So we won't worry too much about what's past there. What is this? A settler from one of the other alien races slash civilizations slash whatever else in the world you feel like calling them today. Let's grab ourselves an artifact. Got a basic factory, not the worst thing ever. So Kanjin, your factory is rushed. You're working on a Xeno factory. That should be fine. Precision manufacturing, again, actually got completed this time. We were already most of the way through that, though. Whatever, fine. Let's go to tech, choose new tech. Can focus our manufacturing somewhere, either on social, military, or reducing costs. So I'm wondering how reducing costs functions. Does that effectively make things cheaper to buy? Or does it just actually reduce like the manufacturing value required to do things? Because if so, it feels like reducing manufacturing costs would be flat out better than social industry or military industry. So it almost feels like that can't be it. On the other hand, We've already shown that Stardock did not fully think out many different things about Galactic Civilizations 3. And maybe this is another one of those things. I just don't know. I'm going to have to dig into the numbers and figure all that out at some point. For now, though, I'm kind of tempted to just go elsewhere so I don't have to think about it. We could hit food distribution. We could go into a technological focus. So we can either reduce the maintenance cost of research improvements, be able to build them more effectively, or just increase our research. None of those things seem particularly helpful right now. Our research is not particularly strong. I'm tempted to go with precursor studies and get to a relic focus there. Allows construction of fleet life support modules. Okay. Advanced life support systems. Okay. Tougher hulls, carriers, carrier focus. Do we have a carrier? Actually, what can I do to beam weapons in particular? I don't know if I can actually make my beam weapons better, but beam weapon optimization, we've already done the focused beam weapons. We can try and push to something like beam amplification, though, because our Crusader has a beam weapon. Why not just keep making that beam weapon better? That's my entire thought process right now. How sad is that? I'm literally just sitting here going, we have a mega ship that just does everything. Let's make sure the mega ship can always do everything, and then we don't have a problem. I don't know. I don't mind it too much, actually. All right. Now, I really hope you don't take over this lush ghost world, because I kind of want that for research, but I'll understand if you do, I guess. It's not my galaxy. Yet. We'll stick to yet for now. Alright. Everybody do your moving. Still have some ships sitting around. We really want to keep a close eye on this area. Make sure no more big giant fleets try and come through. We are the first and second fleet in the area, so hopefully that's enough to kind of thwart everybody from coming this way, but we'll just have to see what happens. I'm wondering if the Crusader can actually deal with this. If he can just walk up and say, sorry guys, this is my house, get out. He might be able to. They have some decent amount of shielding, but not good shields anywhere. So I'm tempted to try and move that direction with the Crusader. Now that he's repelled this initial fleet that came in, I think I want to make that happen. So let's go ahead and if we're doing that, pop these ships out, load them up completely. Oh, that's actually a lot of people to load up on the ships. We can load that many? I had no idea we could load that many. Sure, leave Craze Folly with one person. Why not? Man, it's going to need a hospital so bad. Okay, Colonial Hospital. Where do we put it? We can't really get any adjacency bonuses going with it from what I see right now. I guess what we could try and do is maybe see if we can we grow this at all? Yeah, we can soil engineer. But we can't soil engineer down in this area. It has to be up here somewhere. Fine. Okay, tell you what. We're just going to drop a hospital right here to improve its growth because, yeah, it's down at one person. It's actually down at one person is what we went and did to it. You can work your way up this direction. There we go. Might should have kept the transports hanging back just a little bit. How are you guys stocked with so many people compared to what I've been able to do before? I'm still interested in this. I don't know exactly how that works out, but whatever. Maybe they just have extra modules on them. It looks like they each have 2 transport modules. So maybe that's influencing it. Like, if I'm correct and they do have extra transport modules on them, then maybe that would be what it is. Can I look at this guy? He's got logistics 2, sensor range 2, population 5.5, population 5.5. I wish I could select this ship from here and actually look at it in a little bit more detail, but whatever. Okay, the constructors. Let's go ahead and have you get out of there. Then you can come this way. Gather me this Illyrium, hopefully. You can come this way. Why did they both go down from... I thought they had 8 moves, and then they just had 4. I don't really know what happened there. Maybe it was leftover moves still. We are pleased with the ideological path you have chosen thus far. Okay, good. I don't know if he meant the pragmatic or the benevolent part, but either way, at least he's not mad at us. And that's just the world we want to live in, where people aren't mad at us, generally speaking. Get up here. Transport ships, you still have what? 8 moves, right? Show me. Yeah, 8 moves. So if I select it, okay, now you'll show me. The tooltips for hovering are inconsistent, and I don't like that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we need to get at least 3 tiles closer, it looks like. Do we have that? Yeah, just barely. That's assuming the first fleet can even get up there. Okay, you still have some moves left over. How many? Oh, you still have a lot of moves left over. Shoot. I didn't realize you had such great range, or at least I'd forgotten. There we go. Idle ship down here. How many moves left? 8 still. Apparently I just totally forgot about you guys in general. Alright, still got a colony ship running around. There's a lush world nearby. Maybe they're headed toward that. Oh, another colony ship. Shoot, there's a lot of them out here for these guys. That's not what I want to see, because I would like these worlds, but whatever. Once again, I guess we kind of have to share. Okay, constructor. Let's go ahead and have you push outward. Still only has 4 moves instead of 8. I don't know what's going on there. Why are my ships moving strangely? I don't even understand it. I'm sure that I'm just missing something in this case. I'm not going to blame a bug in the game for every last little thing, but it still seems weird, and I would like to know what's going on. I'll just have to pay a bit more attention. Because I think that's just me not paying attention rather than anything actually being wrong. Let's go ahead and establish a starbase here. Once again, a mining ring. I'm going to have to figure out when it's a good idea to build a starbase and have it be different. So I guess what was going on with those other starbases is perhaps they had things like interceptors set up, and maybe a shield generator or just a general starbase defense system to boost its attack. So maybe that's why their starbases were a little bit more difficult to bring down, even though they weren't specifically military starbases. Just a thought. I want you to push out just a little bit farther before I establish you. You've got 0 out of 8. You've got 0 out of 8. You've got 0 out of 8. You guys still have some moves. Really? You couldn't just go through the Illyrium? That was odd. I didn't know that. Good to know for the future, though. Got our first Promethean mine. I like how it's incredibly unstable to the point that this substance simply shouldn't exist. It can be used in prototype life support and engine systems. It's like, look, guys, this resource is mega unstable. Realistically, from what we know about things, this resource just shouldn't. Guess what we're going to use it for? Keeping all of you alive. So according to our understanding of physics, you guys shouldn't be able to live right now. That's fantastic. Good stuff right there. And then some thulium for sensors and targeting systems. Well, let's try this. See what happens. Quick battle it up. Go, Crusader, go. Hey, look, Crusader got work done. Again, but I did actually lose ships. I want to point that out. I actually lost some ships. I don't know exactly what was in this fleet initially, so I might want to try and remember that if I can, so I can replace them, but whatever. We're just going to go with it. And conventional warfare to go ahead and clean up the planet. Got it done, no problem. The Dringians seem to have been using this world as a base for much of their resource mining efforts. There's a particularly rich area on the other side of the nearby black hole that we should investigate. Good advice. We will certainly be able to make use of these resources. Yeah, we'll go for that. Mining's important. Like, mining's important because it'll let us have better stuff, and then we'll be able to take back Earth more easily. Obviously, mining's important. Can't quite take down the shipyard yet, but at least we got the planet. Let's go ahead and check it out. It's a lush world. Got a farm down. Already population well above its food. So once again, I think I'm just going to start with throwing down another farm, seeing how that goes. And let's clean up moving these ships around. Terran's Second Fleet, thank you for getting some decent exploration done. And it looks like we're just about done here. Once again, good progress made this time, it feels like. We got some new colonies established. We went ahead and we took a Drengen world out. We got to turn around and deal with this starbase that I kind of skipped up. We'll deal with the shipyard as well. But we made good progress once again, just working our way toward Earth, slowly but surely. I'm sure we'll get there before long, but for now, we're going to wrap it up. So thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time.